Guys, how's it going? Carl here, North Coast Constrictors, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing something which I don't normally do. A lot of people do this to get clicks and followers and subscribers and views on their YouTube channel. It's a retic feeding video. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show my followers the ethical way in which to feed a retic, and also within the laws of keeping a retic in this country, in South Africa. So what I've done is I've pulled out various prey items here, which are obviously frozen thawed, and then I have got in this container here the actual frozen thawed, ready to eat rabbits and jumbo rats. So firstly, these are bred by a professional breeder. Okay, these are jumbo-sized rats. Okay, and these are rabbits, and they are vacuum packed and marked 1 kg. That's the weight. This one here is 1.6 kgs. You can see everything is done and packed professionally, and I buy them from a rodent breeder who euthanizes them ethically within the laws of the South African law on the dictated to us by the SPCA, which is the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. And we are not allowed to feed live on these retics, so we feed frozen thawed. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I want to show you the safe way to do it. I want to show you how we do it. Prey size depending on the size of the retic. Okay, she's already ready. This one may not take food. She's been off food. I don't know why. It is winter. It is breeding season. I have, as you can see, thrown a little bit of substrate on there just to see if they prefer the substrate to the fake grass. It doesn't matter to them. They alternate and they thermoregulate. That's the hot spot. That's the cool spot. It doesn't seem to bother them. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed these retics. I'm going to show you how I feed them. Okay. But before I do that, I'm going to go and put these back in the deep freeze, and so that they don't thaw out. But I wanted to show you firsthand how they are packaged, and I go and collect them from the breeder. I buy them in bulk. And I've got a big deep freeze, a chest freezer, which I store my frozen thawed rodents for feeding. Please, I want you guys to understand that they are euthanized with CO2, and they basically just go to sleep and don't wake up, and it's painless. Okay. Anyway, I'll give you some more information. Let me just go and get these back into the refrigerator, the deep freeze, and we'll be back in a second. Okay, all right, so a number of things. First of all, when you're feeding your retics, sometimes they strike based on heat. And your hand, your arms, they all emit heat. So a good pair of feeding tongs like this is what you need, okay? My temp gun, because the rodent can't be too hot or be too cold. Now I'm going to start off with this girl here who may not take. Okay, not too worried about it. If she doesn't take, she doesn't take. Now what I've done is I've got a Tupperware here. I'm going to take, she is the biggest. Okay, so she is going to get the biggest rabbit. This isn't for the faint-hearted, okay? If you're a bunny lover, this isn't for you. I'm sorry. But snakes have got to eat too. Now, all I'm doing is I'm taking off the excess water, okay? That's it. Nothing else. We want some water on the fur here because it hydrates, okay? 35 degrees Celsius, perfect. I'd like it to be around about 38, but 35 is okay. I may need to just go and All right, okay, 2 reasons why I feed frozen thawed. One is because, now you see how far I'm keeping away from this female. She can smell now. Imagine a live rabbit running around there with a 12-foot retic and her trying to catch that rabbit. They would smash that glass in a heartbeat, okay? So for reasons, and I don't think she's going to take, she's already moving away, but we'll see. A little bit too. I don't like it when the water drops in the eyes there. She usually comes straight away, so she might not be interested. I'm not forcing it on her. I've kept a safe distance. Might not be a big, powerful strike like we all are hoping to anticipate. No, she doesn't want to eat. Normally this girl would have taken very, very quickly. So she doesn't want to eat. Okay, not a problem. That's the way it goes, guys. This girl here, on the other hand, this is another story. This girl's going to come right out. Okay, right. And what we do here, she's going to get a whiff of that. Okay, nice distance away from the, there we go. Okay, now let her roll. Get a nice coil on it. And then back into her enclosure and lock. Okay, she's not going to eat. Doesn't look like it. I don't know why she's not going to eat, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's move on to this girl now who's clearly very hungry. And we're going to give her a rabbit as well. Just want to dry off the excess water. Now that will take maybe that there about 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes for her to take. Okay. All right, 35 degrees as well. Unlock. And tongs. Also, guys, make sure that you don't have any paper. You can use towel or paper towel. And then a nice distance away, let her get a whiff of it. And then what I do, she's got her tongues come out, and then I move it around to the back of the tank there so she can take it over here. Play around with it a little bit. Don't know if you can. Oh, she doesn't seem interested either. That's crazy. I wonder. Maybe it's because she's not. I think the water's putting her off a little bit. There we go. Not all retics. Maybe I need. Okay. So we've got one that doesn't want to eat. Okay. 2 that don't want to eat. Not bad. Okay, so let's move on to this boy here. He is fast asleep. Okay, he's going to get a rat. Also, just take the excess water off. I know that they're all hanging around the 35-degree mark, so we're pretty safe there. Okay. This is a jumbo rat. He's not ready yet for, he'll get a whiff of this and then he'll come straight for it. There we go. This is my boy Kratos. There we go. Whoop, and he's got it around. Perfect. Nice. Calm. Just giving it a bit of a wiggle and a shake. So he thinks it's alive. Okay. And that's what makes him coil it. Close. And secure the enclosure. Guys, I'll be back with you in a sec. She's interested. She wants to eat. So what I'm going to do is these are cooling down a little bit. Okay. Maybe it wasn't that they work on heat. Okay. So these two little undecided about eating. She's not. She's ravenous. She'll eat anything. She wants to eat. I can see she's moving around. She's smelling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat these rodents up again. I think they may be dry. It is the middle of winter here in South Africa. So I'm going to chuck some hot water in and get them up to around about 38 to 40 degrees Celsius. And we'll try again. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, guys, you can see what I've done now is I've turned off the lights. I think one of the things that we're putting off, I'm thinking one of the things that's putting off these two females is all these bright lights that I'm using. There's lots of lights behind my girlfriend who's filming, and this is not their natural way of eating. They're nocturnal animals, so bear with me while we just film with the light coming from the cell phone and I'll try again. So what I've done is I've heated up. I've just put more hot water. And I'm just going to take the excess water off this rabbit and okay, now we're 39.8 degrees. Now this may or may not work. I don't know. We'll see. The last thing I want to do is to be in the line of fire. Okay. I don't really feel threatened in any way. You know, she is normally an absolute ravenous eater. You know, sometimes they just need a little flick. Alright. Alright, we'll try with this girl. No, Lord. There we go. And she's got it. Okay, so give it a, she'll pull it back inside. She'll give it a twirl. And I'll get it back in her enclosure. And she's got it. Okay. Alright. So the light was affecting her. She didn't enjoy the light very much. I'm going to put the light on now so you can see her. And there she is, enjoying. She'll start consuming that rabbit. Now, I'm going to try offer this girl a really large rat and see if that changes anything. Okay. sometimes a change of prey can do the trick. She may not want a rabbit. She may not be that hungry. So let's change it up. Let's see what happens. And let's see if she goes for a rat. Not too big. There we go. What's that? She's down on the grass. Still not interested. Okay. Well, I have got 2 other Dumerals boas, which will take these. So we're gonna leave this girl for tonight. She doesn't want to eat. We're not going to force it. But what we'll do is we've got a bit of a treat for you. We're going to take you through to the other snake room, and we're going to feed 2 Dumerals boas, and we'll put the lights on for that. See you in a second. Alright guys, so we are in the room here with my 2 Dumerals boas. The bottom Dumerals ate the other day, so she's not going to be fed. That's Athena. This is Thor up at the top here. Thor's always up for a meal, so we'll see if he takes this or not. There we go. Just give it a little bit of a shake. Let him get a good coil on it. And pop his neck inside there. Okay. So I'll always defrost one or two less rodents just in case one doesn't want to eat. Okay. So there's no wastage. Okay. So that is a male Dumerals boa, that is a female's Dumerals boa, but she ate a week ago, and she usually is between 2 and 3 feeds. Sorry, 2 and 3 weeks per feed. So you got to see my Dumerals eating, or at least one of them. Okay, see you in a second. Okay guys, so we have one more retic to feed. It's a yearling. It's a male that we're trying to get up to size. He is in this container here. His name is Asclepius. He can already smell the rodent. He is not big enough yet to go into a big enclosure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to coax him out. Hopefully, here we go. Come on. There we go. Lots of water there. I don't want the water. He's just checking me out. I don't know if you can see him. There we go. Okay. Are you ready? There we go. Okay. Alright. So now he's got a good coil on that. There he is there. And I'll leave him to consume that rodent. Just like that. Guys, so in ending, basically, that is the ethical way to feed your reticulated python or your ball pythons, where those rats have incredibly large and incredibly sharp teeth. If the retic or the ball python takes a live prey on the side, the rodent's automatic reaction is to turn around and bite whatever is biting it. It can sink its teeth right into your snake, causing a lot of damage, possibly an infection, could even kill your snake. Okay, so that is how we feed. Okay, notice as well, one of the things is you've seen how gently my retics took. The Dumerals will always hit hard. Dumerals is like that, they will always smash hard. When a retic goes, they normally go pretty hard. What we saw tonight was pretty gentle. If they're ravenous, if I haven't fed them for like a good 3 weeks, they'll hit really, really hard. Feeding patterns do change based on the seasons. During winter, a female will, if she's building follicles, she'll go off food, okay? more so with the ball pythons and the retics. But you saw there, I didn't open up the container and the retic just come bailing out and smash it and whatever. He took his time, smelt, was watching. You saw all the snakes doing exactly the same thing, okay? And that is because they didn't go straight into hunting mode. There are different modes that you find your snakes in. They are in sleep mode, which is during the day because they're nocturnal. Then they are in hunting mode when they are hungry. Then they are in inquisitive mode when they're not hunting or sleeping. So they are exploring, or you pull them out and you start handling them. The first thing, when you open up your enclosure, if you've been keeping your snake for a long time and is born and bred in captivity, its natural instinct is the brain goes from sleeping mode or relaxed mode, doing nothing, to hunting feeding mode. Okay, because that's what it's expecting when you open up the enclosure. It's expecting to get offered a meal. Okay, now when you do it if you throw something live in there, that live animal is going to run around and cause havoc, especially in a 2-meter enclosure for a retic. And that retic's going to be chasing and hunting, and it's probably going to smash the glass unless you've got perspex or something like that, okay? So that is, apart from it being the law to feed frozen thawed, I feed frozen thawed specifically to keep my retics calm, because they go into hunting mode for literally a split second. And that is as they smell the prey. They're inquisitive, they're coming up, they're smelling it, tongue is going out, they can pick up a heat source and they can smell it, they smell the rodent, boom, and they hit and they coil us, their natural reaction. And it's done and it's over in 3 seconds. It's not chasing a live rodents all over the thing. So now that keeps the snake calm. And that's what you want. You want a nice, calm retic. You don't want to have to go to your retic enclosure, and every time you approach the enclosure, you want to hold your snake, okay, and pull it out. You don't want it to think, as you're putting your hand in there, here comes food, because you're going to have eventually a 15 to 18 foot giant on your hands that you are going to have a problem with. That is one of the main reasons, apart from the law, the main reasons, even if I was allowed to feed live, I would still feed frozen thawed to my retics, because I want to be able to handle them and they are calm. You saw Kratos there take a rat gently. She came sniffing, boom, when he grabbed it and he coiled it and I had to shake it around a little bit. That is one relaxed snake. That is how you want them to be. You do not want them to be ferocious, volatile snakes. That's the last thing that you want. Guys, I hope that this video was educational. I didn't want it to be like any other feeding video. I didn't do this for likes or clicks or subscribers or for whatever. This is purely for educational purposes. This is to show you the correct way to do it with a pair of tongs. Show you also not just the correct way to feed your snake and to keep your snake in a calm, relaxed state of mind, but also the rodents. You can see how we get the rodents fresh packed, vacuum packed, by a company that breeds them and euthanizes them at their facility painlessly, and pre-packages them, weighs them, and then sells them to you by weight anywhere up to, well, if you've got an 18-foot retic, you're going to be feeding it a 5 kg rabbit. I fed like a 1.6 kg rabbit there and a 1 kg rabbit. So that's also to show you the ethical treatment of the feeding source, okay? To show you that we are not cruel, we are snake breeders, we love all animals, but the snake has to eat, and it's got to eat its natural prey, and that is its natural prey. And if you are a breeder, you have to feed it, and you've got to do it in the most humane way possible. Guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. See you on the next video.